it going, guys? Welcome back to Basketball Down Under. Today we're having a look at a bit of an update on Julian Newman's career. The crazy life of Julian Newman has got a lot of people wondering what is his next step. We all see what's going on in his life in the overtime series of Hello Newmans, but what is Julian Newman actually up to? Last we heard from him on his professional playing career, he was heading to the NBL.
Julian is going to Australia, giving up NBL Australia.
I spoke directly with Jamie Newman to see exactly where he's gone, and he wouldn't exactly tell me, but we got it close. He supposedly signed a next star contract for the NBL. So let me clear up the biggest misconception that I had a lot of comments on my last video. Everyone's like, you don't sign with the NBL, you sign with a specific team. No, the NBL Next Star contract works a little bit differently to most contracts in the world. This contract actually signs you with the league, and the league specifically allocates you to a certain club. Hence, LaMelo Ball got allocated to Illawarra Hawks by the NBL because they were a struggling team, a small franchise that needed a boost. The Next Star contract is designed to help both the player but also a team because it brings a big Next Star name to a smaller franchise club. So why don't we know if you sign with a specific team just yet? Well, maybe we do. So officially on the Next Star contract, like I said, you don't actually sign with the team, but you do sign with the league. Well, there's a new team in the NBL. They're called the Tasmanian Jack Jumpers. They have never played a season before. Obviously, that's what a new team is. It is their first season in the league, and they've been making some moves, signing some young players. And there's a bit of a common theme with all the players that they've signed already. First of all, they've signed 3 Australian players, but that is not the common factor. The common factor is they are very, very young players. Now, there's a certain man-child that fits into that, Julian Newman. He's 19 years old. He's young, he brings fame, he brings followers. So where do I reckon Julian Newman's going to end up? I reckon he's actually going to end up at the Tasmanian Jack Jumpers, the new club in the NBL. Now, I know that is a big call to make, and I've been messaging Jamie Newman, trying to organise myself an interview. Julian Newman specifically told me he wants to make a video, he called it a podcast, but he wants to make a video together, and I've tried to get in touch with him, and you know, sometimes people message you quickly and sometimes they don't, but they will get back to me shortly, I guarantee it, and we will organise our interview with either Jamie Newman or Julian Newman, or both of them. But at this current stage, they're not quite getting back to me as quick as I'd like. I sent Jamie Newman a message saying he's going to the Jack Jumpers. He hasn't answered just yet. But if you connect all the dots, it seems like that is a great fit for Julian Newman's career. It certainly isn't good for the NBL because he's about 5'6" on a good day, and it really doesn't do much credibility for the league, but it really does build them up. Like I've said in numerous videos before, the NBL is trying to grow. They just signed a $20 million contract with ESPN, the biggest contract the NBL's ever signed, and bringing a guy that's got 750,000 followers in Julian Newman, his own TV show on Overtime, that is a massive, massive following to bring to the NBL, and that will really skyrocket viewers. So that is the best step to advance Julian's career, to ultimately make his goal to make the NBA. If he can prove himself in the NBL, to see if he actually can play with grown men in a pro league, to see if he can actually hold his own then, to maybe even make that step to the NBA. Not really looking likely at the moment, but you never know. But currently, if we look at what he's doing, it's quite strange. He's playing in a lot of celebrity games and a lot of charity games. Hey, good on you, mate. You're doing your work for the community. That is fantastic. But I don't see him playing in any serious Pro-Am leagues or Drew leagues. He's not signing any pro games, so it really looks funky where he is going. He also does hoop a lot with Andre Drummond, which is quite weird if you look at it. An experienced NBA vet that is also 7 foot compared to a nobody who's 5'6". The dynamics in that are a bit interesting, so it is weird that they train together, but that's got to be good for his career, training with an experienced NBA veteran. But moving on from that, another place where we could see Julian Newman is the Overtime Elite League. Overtime has started their own professional league where they pay players, I believe it's $100K a player per season, and Julian Newman could sign there. Obviously, we know he does have some really strong connections with Overtime as he has his own TV show. But I'm not quite sure of the rules of that league, especially because it is the first time that league is happening. He's not coming straight out of high school. He's had a year off high school, so he might not even qualify for that competition, so I'm not exactly sure, but it is a potential option for him to sign there. His ex-teammate, Emmanuel Maldonado, he's signed with Overtime Elite, and you know, they look like they were pretty tight on the court, so potentially they could be teaming up for Overtime Elite, but I don't see that happening because they have such a strong connection with Overtime. I feel like he would have already announced it by now, but it's been so long and he still hasn't announced that. And I know people have been saying that Jamie Newman makes fake claims, so you can't believe everything he says. sort of is true. I hate to call people a liar, but it could potentially be the case, where he did say Julian Newman does have Division 1 college offers, and it turned out that he never even had a single one. That was a bit of a conniving thing to do, and I didn't really like to see that because no one really likes a liar. But he made that call on a much smaller scale. He made the call that Julian Newman is going to the NBL in Australia on the biggest scale that he could probably access, being overtime. They've got a really big following on Instagram and a massive following on YouTube, so it really is likely that he can't have really lied. Like, that just would not look good. The other option that I've analysed to see if it could be a potential opportunity for Julian Newman in the NBL would not be signing on as a next star at 120k per year, but actually as a development player. Now, development player isn't on the official roster, but they do train with the team, and if there's injuries or the player is performing, they can get slotted into that actual roster. There's a potential for Julian Newman to do that because I reckon that could be a good move for him. He'd be in an advanced system learning from some of the best coaches in the world. It is really interesting to see where this guy's career is going because he has been in the spotlight for absolutely ages, and it's kind of disappointing that all he's currently posting on his Instagram is him promoting other people. Like, come on, bro, we want to see your career advance. We want to see the next step because I know that kid used to have an insanely amazing work ethic. I used to look up to him when I was younger. I was like, this kid really knows how to train. When he was 12, 13 years old, he was putting up 500-600 shots. That's a lot of shots for a young buck. But the older he's got, it looks like he's got lazier. We all saw that training where he was throwing up. Julian Newman, I don't know what's going on, bro, but we gotta get you sorted because I want to see you succeed. I want to see every hooper succeed. I'm not a hater. I like to see people succeed in life. On a side note, guys, I've officially released 100 videos, and everyone says when you hit 100 videos, the algorithm takes your videos up. So if you can help me out by like, commenting, and sharing this video, help me out with my 101st video to see if that algorithm actually changes anything. Because heck, I've been working real hard. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I'll catch you later.